Storytelling, quite cliche word, used a lot these days. Data storytelling, visual storytelling. So naturally, I'm here to tell you a story. This is Mahmoud. He's 67, and he's from Iran. When Mahmoud tells people that he's from Iran, this is what people usually think of. Desert, camels, heavily covered women, and who can forget the beloved Ayatollah, right? Iran happens to be a little bit different. More colorful, more resilient, and the Iran that he remembers is a land of beautiful poetry, Cyrus, Hafiz, Rumi, beautiful mountains nestled outside of Tehran, and really resilient and remarkable badass women. He's had an interesting life. So this is him as a cover band, Beatles cover band called Happy Boys, where he was quite a ladies' man and one would say quite talented. Overnight, Mahmoud's life is completely changed to this. 1979 revolution happens in Iran, and he goes from living this incredibly Western and progressive life to one that is quite different. So imagine waking up tomorrow morning and everything that you've come to know has drastically changed. The world was also not incredibly friendly to Iranians. So not only his life changed overnight, he also comes to know that the place that he has been calling home for all his life perhaps is not the place where he wants to raise his children. Oh, and there's a hiccup. Not only the revolution happens, but there's an 8-year war with Iraq that cost nearly 1 million lives in Iran. So he spends his life for those 8 years moving his children from bomb shelter to bomb shelter and country to country. On this very chair, he gets the news that he's finally going to the land of opportunity. It has taken 14 years of his life and a lot of hard work. So he puts all his belongings into this crappy little Samsonite. Imagine your identification, your immunization records, everything that you are in one bag. And off you go to a place that you have no effing idea is gonna be like. Fetching picture of his passport, right? Quite good looking dude. He takes his 10-year-old and his bratty 16-year-old, leaves his wife behind, and sets sail for Salt Lake City, Utah, the most exotic place on earth. There's a little bit of a twist in the plot, which is the America and the Baywatch that he'd watched on TV was not quite the America that he set sail for. But he arrives. He arrives, and he realizes that his skills as a successful construction engineer are not transferable. He has to work in a t-shirt factory. He has to work as a cable guy. And on top of that, everything that he's come to build as a human being and as an adult is no longer there. And more twists. 2001, September 11 happens. So the life that he left behind, war, revolution, and now is a world that he has to live in with Islamophobia, where he has to protect his son from discrimination because he speaks a different way or his name happens to be Hosseini. So, more. Donald Trump, thank you very much. Muslim ban. So as you can imagine, his life is a symptomatic obstacle, one after another after another. And this man manages to smile, remain resilient, give back to his community, and encourage his children to foster this incredible relationship with the people that they know. Because the America that he came for, he still believes in. Why am I telling you a story? Because I actually believe in it. I happen to work in the world of communication, and I believe it is the way you break the barriers. Beyond political propaganda, beyond religious boundaries, it is the way to connect with the people that you know. So why am I telling you Mahmoud's story? His is no more unique than any other immigrant story you've ever heard. But the twist is, I think Mahmoud's gonna make you less racist. The reason why is because not only he's resilient, he also happens to be my father, who's here in the audience tonight. And he came here tonight thinking that he was seeing a work presentation. And this is my ultimate homage to my father, everything that he's worked hard for, and my hope that you walk away tonight taking the time to remember his story and remembering that even one story and one guy can make you less racist. Thank you.